Hello everyone, myself Gayatri. Today I am going to discuss about JavaScript and some main topics of variables, functions, loops, arrays and objects. Basically, JavaScript is a programming language used to make web pages interactive. It runs in web browsers and allows for dynamic features like from validations, animations and real-time updates without reloading the page. Beyond the browser, JavaScript can also be used on servers via Node.js, making it versatile for both front-end and back-end development. It is essential for creating modern web applications and is supported by all browsers. Here first I started the code by declaring a variable. Here the variable name is company name and the values tech innovators. Basically, variables are used to store data values. You can declare a variable using the var, let or constant keywords, each with different characteristics regarding scope and mutability. Here I used the let and the company name is the variable name and tech innovators is the value of the variable. Next we are going to discuss about creating an array. An array in JavaScript is a collection of elements stored in a specific order. Each element can be of any data type including numbers, strings, objects or even other arrays. Key characteristics of arrays. Elements are stored in a specific sequence accessible by their index starting from 0. Elements can be modified after creation. Here I used employees as a variable name and the values of the array. This is an array that holds the names of the employees. Here Alice, Bob and Charlie are the array names in the given array employees. Next we are going to discuss about objects. Objects are collection of key value pairs where each key or property is associated with a value. Values can be of any data type including numbers, strings, arrays, functions or even other objects. Employee details is an object where each key is an employee name, example here Alice, and the value is another object that stores the information as their age and position. Here I take few more examples like Bob, Charlie and Alice. Here I declare their age, position. Next we are going to discuss about functions. In JavaScript, function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. It is executed when invoked or called. Instead of writing the same piece of code again and again, you can put it in a function and invoke the function when required. JavaScript function can be created using the function keyword. Some of the functions in JavaScript. Here first I declare a function using to display a greeting, function to greet all employees using a loop, call the function to greet all employees. First to display a greeting, the function takes the employee name as an argument, fetches the details from the employee details object and prints a greeting message that includes their position and the age. Functions to greet all employees using a loop means the function that prints a welcome message for the company and then loops through the employees are using for a for loop. For each employee, it calls the greet employee functions to greet the individuality. For call the function to greet all employees. This line calls the greet all employees function, so the program will greet all employees by one. Next, we are going to discuss about loops. Loops are a useful feature in most programming languages. With loops, you can evaluate a set of instructions, functions repeatedly until certain condition is reached. They let you run code blocks as many times as you like with different values. While some condition is true, loops can be created in the following as in JavaScript. They are for loop, while loop, do while loop and for in. Here I basically used for, while and do while loop. For loop means loops over a block with conditions specified in the beginning. The declaration of an array of fruits for loop goes through the fruits array and prints each fruit by accessing the index in the array. Next, we are using while loop. While loop means entry control loop which executes after checking the condition. Here, a while loop is used here. It starts with count 5. Let count is equals to 5 and keeps running as long as count is greater than 0. After each iteration, the count is decremented by 1 and the current count value is printed. Here count minus is the decrement and after that the count value is printed. Next we are using do while loop. Entry control loop which executes after checking the condition. A do-while loop is used there. Loop runs at least once because the condition is checked after the iteration. In this case, it starts with number is equals to 0 and keeps running until the number reaches less than 3. Each iteration prints the current value of the number. Summary. The current code begins by greeting the employees at Tech Innovators using both arrays and objects. It uses loops to iterate over the employees and greet each one of them based on the details. After greeting the employees, the code demonstrates several different types of loops: a for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Here we are going to run the code. Here is the output. This is the code and this is the output of the above code. For loop, this is the output. For do while loop, this is the output. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this.